I am Trisha Lee, owner of Lovely Homes, and I had this really crazy idea of wanting to paint over an already painted canvas, and I really love that black and white, the high contrast of black and white art. And so I thought, I found this canvas for like $15 on like Facebook Marketplace, and it's really big. You can only see about half of it right now. So I just thought I'm gonna come up with a way of trying to even out all the tones and then preserve the frame, because I just love the color of the frame, and then create a new piece of art. I was feeling artistic this morning. So anyway, enjoy the cars passing by, and I'm gonna tape off the wood frame around it and then get started with a little spackle. Now that I have everything taped off on the frame, I wanted to even out the spackle or the texture on the painting. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this stuff. It's called Patch Plus Primer in it. It's not super wet, so it won't take a whole lot of time to dry, but I'm hoping this is gonna do the trick. We'll see. After the spackle is mostly dry, I go with a dry paintbrush back over it and just kind of brush it lightly so you don't have to sand it. That's gonna kind of flick all the little pieces off. I have a drop cloth down here. Once I get them all speckled off, I'll pick it up and I'll go shake it into the trash can and then bring it back and lay it out so we can get ready to paint. I just run this dry brush over the top of it, and little pieces kind of fall off, but it smooths the edges and makes it look a little bit less like I finger painted and more, just more artistic. So nothing magical about it. I'm just kind of going back with a brush and sweeping over it. I just don't want to have to use like a gritty sandpaper on it, and this does the trick, just a clean, dry paintbrush. So I'll just keep going away on this. Hi, I let all this dry for about an hour or so, and it's all hard and not wet anymore. So what I'm gonna do is, I kind of was thinking about what I wanted the whole painting to look like. And like I mentioned in the beginning, I love that black and white modern art look. And so I kind of see a black swoop kind of coming down, and then you know, finishing out the top and stuff in white. And I'm just gonna play with it as I go. I know that the good thing about it is I can always just paint it back to solid white and start over again if that's what happens. So I'm just gonna get started and kind of see how it goes. Wish me luck. I've got my first coat on. I feel like I'm gonna go back and do some more touch-ups after this coat dries, but if there's one thing I know about painting, it's always to let each thing dry in between stages. Otherwise, it'll just smear and like flake off and be really yucky. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry and I'll come back in a little bit, but I think it's turning out really well. I really wanted this cool, like dramatic, black and white piece of modern abstract art, and I feel like it's looking that way. And then once I get all the tape off the frame, that contrast with the gold frame and the black and white, I think will look really good. So stay tuned, coming up with more. Well, it's all dry and I think everything turned out great. I love how the spackle or the drywall patch looks, just really lots of texture and movement in it. And then that gold frame bouncing off the black and white, I think it turned out great. Super easy. I'm not artistic. Really, I mean, really not artistic. Anyway, it was really easy. I just used latex paint that you would buy, you know, to paint your walls, and it went on really smooth. I'm considering maybe putting a top coat of like a polyacrylic over top, just a nice little finishing sheen. Nothing super shiny, maybe just in a satin or matte finish, but just giving it that clear coat over top might make it look a little bit more expensive. So I'll let you know if I do that. But right now I just love it. I think it's so great, and I will show you some close-up photos. Thank you guys for watching.